Big Dog 97.9. Let's begin.
We start with our first laugh. It's Bill Mahr talking about what were we thinking back then?
Every generation is the what were you thinking generation, you know? First time I flew to this city, I smoked on the plane. Really? Who thought that was a good idea, smoking? I'll tell you who, everybody. Everybody was completely fine with it. It's just what we did. You know, I mean, doctors used to do cigarette ads. I'm not kidding. You can look up an old Life magazine. A lung surgeon needs steady hands. I swear you can find that. They used to put heroin in cough medicine and cocaine in soft drinks. That was not a bad idea. My mother drank during her pregnancy, and I came out perfectly normal. Wait, why is that funny?
Big Dog 97.9. Well, yesterday we talked about how I went up to the Royals game. Got really good seats.
Yep.
Fourth row, right behind the dugouts. Scored them last minute and went up to the game. Very excited about it. Except for, as they say, you can have great seats. You just don't know who you're going to be sitting by, and ended up sitting next to an individual that took up a lot of room and was very talkative. And there was two open seats next to him.
Yeah, but he wouldn't move.
He wouldn't move. And I know at one point I was eating, some of the nacho things that I got. And he goes, "Hey, I'm not trying to hit on you or anything, but I'm going to put my arm around you." And then he did. I didn't even get a chance to go, "No."
And you know what we got to laughing about? I told Chris after we got off the air, man, I was looking for you on TV.
And then we had a listener.
This is the best.
Yeah, if you say so. Listener emailed in, messaged in that I saw Chris on TV while watching the game.
Yeah.
And it's at the point, apparently, with this guy with his arm around me kind of huddled over trying to get away from him, eating my nacho slop thing that I got. Yeah, so I'm sure it was. And trust me, they say they said it wasn't the most...
Not the flattering thing.
Yeah. They said it was quite hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm just glad they didn't take a picture of it.
Oh, please.
I'm glad they didn't record it, rewind.
I really hope they did get a screenshot of it, a picture on their phone.
If somebody was watching the Royals Detroit game on Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
And you record all the Royals games or something, if you go back, I'm sure you will find that, me, some strange dude that wouldn't move with his arm around me.
They made quite the couple.
And me, wolfing down. Because I was also trying to hurry a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because
I didn't want his arm around me.
Well, I think he was going to do that anyway, buddy. Whether you were eating or not.
No, he only did it while I was eating to make more room. I know why he was doing it. It was just odd.
I think he might have done it anyway.
Odd that he didn't move over, because I would have. He had two open. He could have had an empty space on either side of him, and he chose not to.
Yeah, but he liked the way you eat them nachos.
Hey, I'm not trying to hit on you or anything, but I'm going to put my arm around you.
I'm not trying to hit on you anything, but I want to sit shoulder by shoulder by you for 9 innings.
Yep.
And not move when there's available space to my right.
And anytime I glance over and you glance over, we're eye-to-eye contact. We're literally like 6 inches away from each other. That's a good play, huh? Yeah, it was very awkward. And now there was video proof. Somebody saw it.
Yes! It's what I hoped would happen.
At my worst. Wolfing down this nacho fry thing that I bought. And
it's hard to look flattering while you eat anything like that. You're making slop noises.
And I'm like all cramped. I'm like cramped up in there.
Good thing you had your buddy there to support you.
Yeah, it was good times. But, if you go back, you would get a good chuckle on Saturday. Or you were watching the game and you go, look at that funny guy. That was me. Big Dog, 97.9. In a bizarre new survey, 45% of dog owners say they are, even their dog is in better shape than they are.
Oh, yeah. I know mine is.
21% say the opposite of that. They say that they are in better shape than their dog.
I know some dogs that look like a bowling ball with legs. You know what I mean? They're usually little dogs.
They're usually
Like small breeds. And I'm thinking of one pug in particular.
So I was going to say, more puggish, those
Pugs
types
are
of dogs.
struggling to breathe. Just sitting there, kind of like me. Waiting on their next meal.
So, if you... There's people like that where you see their dog and you're thinking, oh, you see that dog, and then you look at the owner. How sad is it if you go, ooh, that dog's in better shape than that owner?
Well, that isn't fair. My dog's young and she's full of energy and she runs like the wind.
Run like the wind.
She's not a greyhound, but she thinks she is sometimes in the backyard.
44% of people say they exercise with their dogs at least once a week on average.
I thought this was funny. So a new girl we have working here, my in-laws live in the same neighborhood as her. And we're talking about their dogs because I'm taking care of their dogs right now. They're out of town.
Huh?
What kind of dogs are they? They're boxers. She goes, oh, I've never seen them. Huh. Oh, yeah. Well, they're not going to be like walking them through the neighborhood on a leash.
I've never seen them.
I've never seen. Of course you haven't. They're in their backyard or in their house. That's it.
That's their existence.
You're not going to catch them jogging together.
Or out for a little stroll through the neighborhood.
They're not going to be exercising with their dogs.
They're not a stroll through the neighborhood type of dog owner?
No, I think they would be more like a dog sled situation where you would be really they would be dragging you behind them. Yeah, they would keep you in good shape if you tried to keep up with them, probably.
They say dog owners, majority of dog owners actually are more concerned about what their dog eats than they do themselves. I know when I was, I did not.
No.
I tried to get somewhat healthy,
for the dog?
For a dog, the cat, whatever. It's maybe a little more healthy than, the cheapest of the cheap.
I don't buy the cheapest dog food available.
I'm not buying
Me neither.
I'm not buying the food in the grocery,
the cooler,
the cooler section.
Yeah, there's that food, the cooler dog food.
Quadruple the price.
I kind of view it as, look, that dog also will still eat its own poop, and you could spend a ton of money on dog food to try to keep it healthy, but my kids are still going to feed it crap. That's just the way it goes.
I will say this. Had a Mastiff once. Fed the Mastiff more of the cheaper food versus the grain-free, the little healthier. I think in the long run, it actually saved me money giving the grain-free food. And the reason being two things. One, the backyard, if you fed it crappy food, looked like huge, like a cow had been back there.
Yeah.
You give it the grain-free, it wasn't like that. Plus, they didn't eat as much. It's like they didn't eat as much because the other was filler. So I kind of, that's why I try to go, I'm not going all in, super expensive, but I try to get this just because I saw a difference. I saw a difference in the landmines in the backyard, and that made my choices.
This is Chris Purple Hayes, spokesman for the not expensive, but kind of a little bit better dog food brand.
Your landmines in your backyard will be much, much smaller.
Are you ready, kids?
Ha! What a dumbass.
Dumbass.
What the hell's your problem, you dumbass?
What a dumbass.
Great moment there, dumbass.
You know, I think it's great when people who don't drive, finally go get their license. I'm just not sure I'd want to be in the car with them.
Well, yeah. Yeah, while they practice.
A 53-year-old woman in Boston recently got her learner's permit.
Never driven before?
Never got her license, never driven.
Okay.
I'm getting my learner's permit. Not sure why at 53, but she did. Finally got a chance to go give it a shot and give it a try on Saturday. A family member let her practice with their Range Rover by driving around a cemetery.
Mistake one, you don't learn in a Range Rover. You learn in a crappy car.
Right.
Okay.
That way she wouldn't kill anybody.
In a cemetery is a weird choice as well.
No, you're not going to kill anybody.
Any more than they already are.
Yes.
Right. Good point.
But it looks like she still needs a lot of practice, and the reason being is because she ended up losing control of the car.
Oh, no.
Plowed through not 1, but 8 granite headstones. There's a photo out there. We'll try to get that posted, but they're just scattered all over the place. Range Rover pretty banged up as well.
I bet.
The whole front end is all smashed in. Luckily, they're both okay. She didn't run over anyone living.
That's good.
Just 8 people that were no longer living. So no one got hurt. It does sound like it was an accident, but cops are still looking into it just to make sure if they want to charge her for reckless driving.
She's not just mashing headstones. Yeah, that would be bad. But
I'm going to guess right now she doesn't get her learner's permit.
Keep trying. Yeah, that's this lady needs a big open field somewhere. No, those are hard to find in Boston, I imagine, but she needs somewhere else. Less obstacles.
She lost control of a car in a cemetery and plowed through 8 headstones. She lives in Boston.
Yeah.
She's not going to make it.
People in Boston, look out.
She's not going to make it.
Nah, probably. It's back to the bus for you, you dumbass.
What a dumbass.
Big Dog, 97.9. Survey finds that 45% of dog owners say that their dog is in better shape than they are. What else fills us with pooch envy?
Oh, there we go. We spit it out finally. I don't know. What?
Turns out there's a lot. As you will see on today's list.
Okay.
The top 6 other things we envy about dogs.
All right.
Top 6 other things we envy about dogs. When we hump a pillow, it just makes everyone at the party squirm uncomfortably.
Or a big teddy bear or anything like that. It's weird.
Number 5. Have you seen how quickly dogs bounce back after puking?
Right away.
Boom.
Like they immediately feel better.
Good.
You're right.
Number 4. Unlike dogs, we can't just say, I'm territorial as an excuse for biting the mailman.
I like that.
Number 3. We'd never miss a band at Rocklahoma if we could just take a dump in the middle of the field.
Or a whiz.
Save a whole lot of time. Number 2. Tongue. Testicles. Come on, fellas.
Yeah.
Don't make me finish that sentence.
I knew that would be on there somewhere.
And the number 1 thing. Top 6 other things we envy about dogs. Number 1. When's the last time a stylist offered to express your anal glance?
None that I recall.
Oh, there you go. There's your top 6 list today. Big Dog, 97.9. Now, I want to see some raw data behind this because these could just be countries that like to lie.
Yeah, possibly.
But there's a new study ranking the size of men's junk in 86 different countries around the world. A men's health company called Google Data is coming up with the numbers. The name of the company is called From Mars. They used Google data, apparently, to come up with the numbers, and that's all I know about this study.
This is scary because it's either A, this should be a warning. These are pictures that have been taken, and now Google knows the length. Or my phone knows way more about me than I thought it did.
Right. The biggest members were found in Cameroon, Ecuador, and the president of Ukraine, I think.
No. I think that's his balls. I don't think.
Maybe that's what it is. But Ecuador did come in first. The average size, 6.93 inches. 21 different countries clocked in over 6. America, not so good. Out of the 86 different countries, America's average size, 59th.
Not as high up there as we wish, is it, fellas?
Yeah, just over 5.
5.35. Let's not mince it. All right?
Throw that 0.35 there.
Dang right we are. Which is barely over Japan at 5.34. But it doesn't matter. We're still above.
Yeah. We're not 60th. We're 59th.
That's right. Who's last on the list? Everybody wants to know that.
Last on the list is Cambodia. Cambodia came in with an average of 3.95.
Wow.
So
what I'm hearing is
you're feeling better about yourself now.
If you're average and you want to go to Cambodia, you can look really great.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just thinking about the average and how some of these guys draw that number down to where it is. That sucks. That sucks for them.
But there is with all the talk of this and everything, apparently they are also a part of a program that has started up to help the people in Cambodia and Taiwan and the Philippines, Sri Lanka, which were all in the bottom 5.
Yeah.
The first U.S. penis transplant has taken place, offering hope to those who lost theirs due to injury or disease. But what about the silent majority who dream of a penis transplant? Yes, I'm talking about men with less than adequate size. These men have suffered their entire lives, using excuses like, I'm just a little nervous, or what did you expect? It's freezing in here. They've had to endure comments from intimate partners like, it's okay, size doesn't matter, when she really means, it's all that matters. If you are well endowed and have a gently used penis, check off penis donor on your driver's license and know yours could live on long and hard for someone who needs it most. And for those men who've been married 20 years or more and don't want children, become a living donor. You're not using it anyway.
Big Dog 97.9. Well, you can now watch Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers take on Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen.
Yeah.
It's on the golf course.
Yeah, I heard.
Capital One's The Match will take place June 1st in Las Vegas. It'll be broadcast on TNT. Now, usually they've taken professional golfers and put them against each other. Mm-hmm. They've taken one professional golfer and paired them up with a professional athlete.
Right.
Now we're just going to take 2 athletes, all quarterbacks, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, against Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I know the golf game of Brady and Rodgers. I know nothing about Mahomes or Allen.
Same. I was thinking that too. And as a Chiefs fan, it's like, I mean, I won't be embarrassed, I guess, or anything, but I don't know if he can golf. I know he can play baseball.
Right.
So can Brady. Brady was drafted.
Yeah. And Brady's kind of with golf.
Is he? Okay.
Rodgers is pretty good.
See, I watched a little bit. It was Manning, though, right? It was Peyton Manning, was it?
Yes.
I watched a little bit of that one. I think it was Tiger and Phil.
Yeah.
The golfers. Is that correct? So I haven't seen one since. They've done this a few times.
So there you go. If you're a Patrick Mahomes and a Chiefs fan, get ready. Patrick and Josh Allen, a arch rival, is going to be teaming up against Brady and Rodgers. That's going to be the match. Again, if you're a golf fan, you're going to probably love it as well.
Yeah, it's football fans. Proving that we love football so much, we'll watch football guys play golf.
Exactly. And that is coming up on June 1st on TNT. Here's Rich Glitter.
This is not headline news. Russia is so desperate for soldiers, they're recruiting 60-year-olds. You can tell which ones they are because their tanks always have a blinker on. The post office will slow the delivery rate of first-class packages and celebrate their new slogan when it absolutely positively has to be there sometime around next week. And today is National Wear Your Pajamas to Work Day, or as our interns here at the radio station know it, Tuesday. This is not headline news.
Big Dog 97.9. Well, it is going to be here. We're just weeks away, Bob.
Not very long at all. May 7th. Count them back. I can't do that in my head.
I can't either.
But it's like 3 weeks away.
I know.
Yeah,
I
2.5.
I know whatever we have left plus 7 because May 1st through the 7th is 7 days. So
There you go. Yeah. So the rest of the month plus 7. Yeah, May 7th is the Joplin Memorial Run, and it's coming up really quick.
We were talking about the sense of community that this can bring together just a few minutes ago. It's a really cool event that anybody can be involved in. We can remember with this and also have a really great time. You talk about 4,000 happy people being out there.
That's exactly right. And we don't really need to say that it's all about the warm and fuzzy. And that's really not what we're talking about in that sense of community and the fun. But it's just a blast. People are laughing and having fun from the start to the finish and even after the finish because, well, there's a beer garden.
hey,
That helps.
Do I need to repeat that?
yeah, that always helps.
97.9 people. There's a beer garden at the end.
Yeah.
But no, it's just kind of weird. Runners and cyclists too, but runners specifically are happy people. They're not the grumblers about this and that. They're all happy people. So it's really cool to see all that together. You can just feel it. But so that's the sense of community of we're all together. We're having fun doing walking something. You don't have to jog it, and some of you don't have to run it. But it's about community and having fun and hanging out with some cool people, really.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where you can still register at the website to get into the event still. Like if you want to do the kids run and the walk and the 5K, you don't want to do the full, the half or not, but you can still do that.
Yeah.
But you can also volunteer and be a part of it. You can also then line the route, which you can get that route on the website as well.
Yeah, the route is on the website. And the website, of course, JoplinMemorialRun.com. We got tabs up there to register if you haven't done that yet. And you can do it, people. I mean, seriously, you can do it. So hang out, be a part of this. And also the tab for volunteers, which we do still need some volunteers. And there's some really cool places still left for volunteers to go. So, I mean, if you want to be a part of this and don't actually think you can do it, which you can, by the way, we'd love to have you in the volunteers. And, you want to prove me wrong, come and volunteer and prove me wrong, which you won't, because you'll see all the happy people. And, in the good sense of community in Southwest Missouri overall, and, definitely Joplin. But, yeah, JoplinMemorialRun.com will give you all the information.
I love, I went to look at the map to see the route. There's a picture of you clapping along the race route with the Big Dog Jeep as runners go by. So you can go check that out.
And it is really cool because people that are running in it, they instantly see you with the music and clapping and stuff. They smile. It helps them get through the race. And to be honest with you, it's as you said, it's fun. Even if you're not in the race, being a part of the race in this community by sitting there just clapping people on.
Right.
People love it, and you'll have fun too.
Yep.
Every bit of it. I mean, if it's going to go down your road, be a part of it. Step out. Have your coffee in the morning, Giggle at them, laugh at them. Those crazies doing that. You can do it. But as long as you're clapping, you are elevating all of these runners. And I'm kidding you not. You elevate them. You bring them up whatever level they're at. If they see you clapping or yelling at them, run like you stole something. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You elevate them. And so why not be a part of that for just yourself? But, seriously, let's get going on this, people. Let's get signed up, and I promise you will have a blast.
And that is coming up again, the Joplin Memorial Run. It is happening May 7th. JoplinMemorialRun.com is where you can find the map, and you can volunteer. You can sign up in the mini races. As I said, it's not just the half. They've got the 10K, the 5K. There's team events. There's the walk. There's kids. I mean, a lot of activities for you. Check it out at JoplinMemorialRun.com. Bob, as always, thank you stopping on by, and looking forward to it. Whatever left in the month plus 7.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go.
That's
May 7th. All you got to remember is 7. Lucky 7, Get the dice out.
There we
Thanks,
go.
Bobby and Chris.
Yep.
Are you ready, kids?
Ha! What a dumbass.
Dumbass.
What the hell's your problem, you dumbass?
What a dumbass.
Great moment there, dumbass.
A man in Nevada was arrested for carrying around a bow and arrow last week. Hitting a motorcyclist was one of them. Police had to shut down a freeway. Matter of fact, to stop him, here's what people had to say.
People are out of their cars running across the freeway, and he has a bow and arrow, and he has it pulled, and he's aiming it at cars as they pass by. He aimed it at our car as they pass by. At the Renaissance Fair, they have those big wooden, like the bows, like that, like Robin Hood.
That was Christina Shrewsbury, a witness of the incident.
It's got the long bow on the freeway.
The big wooden
recurve.
Hooah! What a strange place this is.
Archers, come here.
What kind of horse and carriage is that?
It's a land ship approaching.
That's what I hear.
Now, he hit a motorcycle?
Yeah.
What a hell of a shot.
That's what I'm saying. I think this guy's from, the past.
He's a time traveler.
He's a time traveler.
Yeah, he's not.
And he's freaked out.
Yeah, you bet he is. Kill it! I don't know if given 1,000 arrows, I don't know if I could hit a motorcycle passing by.
Okay, it's one of two things.
Uh-huh.
It is either one, he's a time traveler.
Yep.
Or two, he's a drugged out performer in one of the shows about Robin Hood on the strip in Vegas.
Yeah, I haven't been to Vegas in a while. That show probably exists, though, right?
Probably.
He's buddies with the Treasure Island Pirates.
Yes. And he's a good shot.
He's a great shot. Either that or he got really lucky, but I mean,
yeah.
Hats off to him for excellent marksmanship. But enjoy a little jail time for being a weird dumbass.
What a dumbass.
Learned on the show today. Bobby, what did you learn?
Congratulations, you were on television at the Royals game with your buddy and his arm around you. Thanks a lot to the listener that let us know they were watching and they saw you.
I don't know if congratulations because of the way I was visioned.
And he was eating and the guy's arm was around him.
Yeah.
It's the most flattering way to be on television.
Hunched over,
yeah. Never mind the other people that were beside you that were actually with you. It looked like you were there with that big fella having a snack at the ball game.
Having a snack. Eating a smorgasbord of...
Yeah. That's the worst thing about actually being on TV is it'll catch you at the wrong time. If it's some live event like that.
Oh, yeah. It's going to show.
It's going to be embarrassing, usually. What did you learn today?
I learned that you're going to be able to see Patrick Mahomes play golf in the match, as they're calling it. June 1st, TNT. Mahomes is going to be teaming up with Josh Allen, and those two are going to be taking on Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady.
New school, old school thing.
Yep.
Going on. And after discussion, we have no idea whether Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes can golf. We don't have any clue.
I have no idea.
I've never heard of them. I'm sure they can. I'm hoping that they're just those guys that are just good at everything.
Yeah. Now, Rodgers and Brady, I've seen them golf on TV, so I have an idea. The other two, I have no idea. So we'll see how that all
Josh Allen feels like the guy that's good at every damn thing he plays.
Yes.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
He might carry that team. Who knows? Patrick may be great, too. All right, let's share one more laugh.
We have Dan Nutriman and his weird family.
My family's a bunch of weirdos. But here's the funny thing. No matter how messed up your family is, when you're a little kid, you don't realize your family is weird. Because all you know is your family. You're thinking, well, I guess that's how every family is then. You know? Like I remember one time when